That road is what it led you to. What use was the road? So you have to recognize early. And I know a lot of you guys have a lot of you guys have that, have these funny instances where you go out and you confront them, which I salute you. But really, what makes me laugh right now is just this feigning ignorance, pretending I have no idea what's going on. It's not necessarily that that you're crazy or that you're paranoid, because time after time after time after time, the whole thing rests on its unbelievability. It's designed to be unbelievable. If you turn around and tell people, oh well, I'm hearing voices in my head, yeah, you try that at a hospital. You actually try to go into a place and say, I'm hearing voices in my head that are telling me what to do, telling me to die, telling me to do this, telling me to do that. Okay, and goodbye. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it rests on. And it's criminal. It's not right. I mean, basically, common sense. It ain't right. Good guys don't do this shit. Excuse my language, but our good guys don't do this. Only vindictive, people who are teased all their life do this kind of nonsense and fortify it and enhance it and execute it. But that's what happens. Sorry, I got caught up in the emotion there. But primarily that's what I want to say. All right, and I'm glad you guys are commenting on this video, and just stay strong. I know that there was a report on a slip up of the U.S. government to say there were documents that referred to 3951134 U.S. patent, which was the manipulation of human emotions, that specific device. And I mean, let's face it. I mean, they're gonna take credit for it. They turn around and say, "Oh well, we have the ability to manipulate people's thoughts." Really, hold on to that one. And the other thing is that they might not necessarily know what it does. They only know what it does after you start complaining about it. If you say, "Oh my goodness, I feel a certain way," or "Oh, I feel afraid right now," "Oh, I feel whatever right now." So they'll hear that, and they know that that'll do that to you. So then they'll keep, notice me, notice me, notice me, notice me, notice me. And then already this person's made you sick. Do they really want to bring attention to themselves at that point? No, because then they'll go to their own, familial units or friend units who'll tell them, oh, it's okay. Oh, it's not, oh, you're still a good apple in my book. Yeah, okay. Anyway. So that's my report right now. I'm gonna do one probably a little later, or maybe next day or whatever. But I'm glad these reports actually came out. Whether or not I believe that those documents were slipped, I mean, I've actually personally seen those documents in the public domain. I've actually seen them out there. The one that has the two diagrams that show specifics, that have all the captions, or I point to whatever areas of the body. But it's good for us, because it shows. It actually shows what the technology can do, and also exposing what this technology does. Now, people are going to be unbelievers, but the only reason why people would not believe it with so much proof is fear, because people don't want to say, oh well, oh my God, does this stuff exist? And that's what it's designed. It's to make you seem crazy, designed to make you look nuts, make you look paranoid, make you sound overly cautious, when really it's just due diligence, because you know what's going on. I mean, and you got to know yourself. I mean, you have to know yourself, because you don't, and you let all these people, and you let these people define who you are. Now to other people, that's another thing. They try to define who you are to others. They try to tell, oh well, he's a this, he's a that, she's a this, she's a that, she does this, she does that. Now, mind you, again, they hear all these things, they'll hear all this stuff and continue to do it. So that's the goal right there. That's how that's our 1-to-1. That's our our knockdown 1-2. But because let's face it, if they don't do these kinds of things, how can you prove it? Especially now, because everybody has a camera, everybody has a cell phone in their pocket. Another thing is too is that they like to hear what you do. This is another good one, especially up there. They what they like to do. They send you. You're somewhere. Let's say me specifically. I was actually in the hospital, and this one who's up there, she thought it was funny to pull this stuff while I'm laying in the hospital. Now the people that support will say, good. Oh, they deserve it. Because look at what he does. There was a lot more there before that, because and even though you're so knowledgeable and you know all this stuff, you know all this stuff, and it doesn't matter. They're not looking. if you think that these people are there to make you look good, to make you sound right, to make you feel better, it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because that could have been done ages ago. Because one, they were warned, they were told, don't do it. Maybe you have told them. Maybe you specifically say, don't get involved in this thing. Maybe you said to, your HR manager, listen, this is what's going on here. But it still continues because why? Because they, because you have these little cliques that form, and then there you go. Then it's more of protecting our friends and really than more so, let's do what's right here. Because that's what happens. But also keep pressing these issues in court. If you are in a position or that you have enough there and you feel that you have enough there, go for it, do it. Because as long as it's out there, as long as defended, even if it doesn't work out to your favor, people, it also keeps a track. It keeps a track of what's going on, and keeps you sane, because you can have acknowledgement that hey, this happened, that happened. Well, let's say if God forbid something happens to you, you can say, somebody can turn around and say, well, she was complaining that her head was being irradiated and that she was doing all these that's another thing about readings, but I'll get back to that. You say, well, all these things are happening, and everybody's like, well, but I thought she was crazy. Yeah, but she ended up severely hurt or dead. My God, what was it? What was she complaining about before? And then, you have to get these things documented. You have to get them cemented. You got to get them in that realm of permanency. Because let's face it, even if it doesn't go anywhere, at least you have some semblance of sanity to say, well, you know what, I remember this. And even if somebody questions, the beauty of the truth is that it doesn't change. It doesn't change. The truth doesn't change, and the truth isn't, the truth about the situation isn't something that, it can be made up. It's something that's actually, carried out, and something that's actually what we rely on, hopefully. But main thing, know yourself, and also remember to keep calm. Doesn't mean to let people spit in your face and you just have to sit there and take it. Absolutely not, as the situation dictates. But really the truth, like I said, the truth of the situation, of documenting, of getting things out on paper, getting things out on video, getting things in order can keep you with that legal record, and make sure that you confide in somebody that's going to have your interests at heart. Make sure that they're doing right by you. Because these people, like I said, they get duped because they think, oh, it's the newest, the best, most sophisticated thing out there. You have to separate your level of interest from what other people want you to do. Because if you turn around, like I said, they're gonna. That's what I'm saying. That you say, well, how can I fault new people who don't know what's going on? Because they were put on notice already. They were already told, and they didn't believe it. So live with the consequences. But the ones that dupe them into this, don't tell them that. Just tell them, oh, well, it's the newest best thing. Let's try it. No, you have to separate your level of interest from what other people say you should do, and then you say, well, how can somebody of that age not know that? How could somebody of that, advanced years possibly not know these situations are true? How could they not know that that's wrong? How could they not know that that's illegal? Why? Because like I said, they form these circles, these pseudo circles, these pseudo friend cycles or whatever, and which enables that dysfunction. I get into these groups which enable the dysfunction. Oh, it's okay. Oh, no problem. I'll go get them. Go. Okay, fine. Whatever you say. But I would just keep it. I would just keep yourself just well hydrated, well rested if you can. I know this thing relies on 24/7 cumulative anger. Because everything is designed to wear you down or to anger you, so that you flip out. And there could be people there who don't know what's going on, see you flipping out and think that that's your offense. When meanwhile, it's your defense to this. Because they're constantly couching, your actions as an offense. Oh well, she does this, So this is our defense. Zzz. Okay, well, she did that today. Zzz. That's our defense. When really, zzz is the offense, and you doing that action is a defense. And perhaps, maybe you live in your life, and they don't like your lifestyle. Let's face it, these people aren't going to like you. These people aren't put there to like you or to rationalize a reason with you. Perhaps they could be reasoned with by, in their own pseudo things, but don't invade other people's lives and expect them not to, I'll commit actions to you to fight against you. I mean, I don't get it. But anyway, just make sure that you just keep documenting, keep yourself on point with it, and that you keep yourself really knowledgeable, because the truth is out there and it's coming. And don't ever forget who's involved, because it's highly criminal. You're going across state boundary. They may not think it's stalking, but it really is stalking. It's electronic stalking, but it's in a form or a situation that it's not understood yet. If you would have told people 50 years ago that we would have wristwatches that have our TVs on them and that we could check our mail and see our homes and see what our people are doing inside their homes with electronic devices, they would have been like, oh, get out of here. Or even with the advent of the airplane, if man was born to fly, he would have been born with wings. Well, we disprove that. But I think I think its understanding is coming a lot sooner than that. We don't have to wait 50 years. Especially with the advent of the internet, we could find out this information. But really, the whole reason why these people don't understand it and why they're afraid of it is because, they're terrified of it. Because just to think that somebody could possibly be watching you in the shower or watching you in compromising situations to not only embarrass you in front of others, but to embarrass you, they're going to turn around and say, well, we know we're embarrassing them, but who the heck cares? She did this to us. Oh, she did this to our loved one. Oh, she did that to our whatever, So, really, that's my report. I know I keep saying that, but get this out there. Thanks a lot, guys, for listening.